welcome to another episode of the Verde Valley Experience. I'm your host, Jennifer Cohen. Thank you so much for joining me. I know it's beautiful outside and you could be outside playing and doing something. Happy summer, happy June. Oh my gosh, can you believe it's June? Isn't that wild? It was just October. How did this sneak up on us? We've got another great show for you today. As always, lots of wonderful people in our community doing wonderful things to make a difference for our friends and neighbors. So on the docket today, we have Heather Kurowski. She's the case manager for the Verde Valley Sanctuary Outreach Center. Now, the Verde Valley Sanctuary, we've had a couple of times on the show. They do so much. We could have them on every week and still never cover all the services that they provide for our Verde Valley residents. Well, they have a new outreach center that will be opening up on June 14th as the grand opening. And that's very exciting about what they're going to be doing at the Outreach Center. And you will hear all about that from Heather in just a minute. And next we will have from Expect More Arizona, Northern Arizona Community Mobilizer, Jen Hernandez. Now, Expect More Arizona is all about bringing in world-class education. And world-class education, not just, this is an amazing, amazing program. Well, Jen's here to talk about brain drain. Yes, it is a real thing. It is actually scientifically a real thing. And there are things that you can do to avoid brain drain for your children of school age, during the summer. And I'm very interested in this too. My brain drains over the weekend. So can you imagine about the summertime? Truly. So Jen will be here to tell us about that. And after that, we'll meet Reverend Arvel. Now, he's a very interesting fellow. He's a Celtic Indian. That is his brand. It's a reflection of his mixed blood, his American Indian, his Celtic heritage. It's really a fascinating man. He's a musician. He's a composer. He's an incredibly wonderful man. I'm excited to have him on the show. And he is now the new pastor at the Center of Universal Light, which is the Old Town Center for the Arts Church that happens on Sundays. So we'll get to meet this really interesting fellow who lives here in the Verde Valley. And then we'll go on location with Mr. Raymond Rybar. And along with being a master bladesmith, Ray is also a blacksmith, an antique-style blacksmith. Now, he hides out. This is what he says. He hides out up in Jerome at the Gold King Mine. We managed to find him up there. He voluntarily demonstrates the antique art of blacksmithing there several days a week. So we caught him on one of those and we get to talk to him. It's always fun talking to Ray. And we'll end our show today with a visit from Vismaya. Now, there will be an evening of Brazilian jazz at the Hub on June 17th. And we're going to get a taste right here. I'm so happy to have her on the show again. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the show. Heather Kurowski, thank you for being here today. Thank you for joining up with the Verde Valley Sanctuary Outreach Program. It's going to be an amazing ride, I'm sure.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. What made you decide to work for the Verde Valley Sanctuary?
So I am interested in helping people that are victims of any crime, and I have a passion for helping people. I have a passion for, just preventing and, doing domestic violence intervention and making our community a better and stronger place to live.
It starts at home. Definitely. That's wonderful. Thank you for coming on board with the sanctuary. I know that you're relatively new, so we wanted to say welcome. Welcome,
thank
Heather.
you.
Now tell us a little bit about what the Verde Valley Sanctuary does.
So the Verde Valley Sanctuary, we have a shelter in the Verde Valley, and the shelter is a place, it's a safe house, and it's not just for victims of domestic violence, it can also be for the homeless population. And we just opened an outreach center. It actually opened in January, but we're having our grand opening on June 14th from noon to 3. And the outreach center, it does everything, we do all the services that the shelter offers, except for the housing part.
Okay.
We do counseling, we do group therapy, we do accompanionship, if somebody needs somebody to go to court with them, or if somebody needs help looking for a job or help writing their resume. Basically, we try to help anybody and everybody that walks into our doors.
Wow, that is a fascinating list of very important things that can be very troubling. I mean, writing a resume is nothing easy, and going to court by yourself is terrifying. I did not know that was on the list of things that you did for our residents here. That's impressive.
And then we also have a legal office in Cottonwood, so we help people, if people are being harassed or if they need help, filing an order of protection, we do that also.
Wow, and that can be a very handy thing to have a friend in a stressful time when an action like that is needed. It's really great to know that you have somewhere you can go and get help with that. Yeah,
Definitely.
so that's an important choice to make in your life, something like that. Hope you don't have to do it, but if you ever did, this is where you want to go, the Outreach Center, which is located on Mingus at 601 West Mingus. It's right across from Desert Dancer, the bright turquoise building. You can't miss it.
Right. So we're in between Parker Insurance and Desert Dancer.
Absolutely. What are the hours at the Outreach Center?
So on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we are open from 9 to 6. And then on Thursdays and Fridays, we are open from 9 to 5.
Very good. Do you need an appointment to come in for anything?
You don't have to make an appointment. It's better if you do because we are starting to get busy, but we do welcome walk-ins as well.
Yeah, very good, very good. And the number for the office if they want to give a call to make an appointment?
It's 928-634-6255.
There you go. I have that right here, 634-6255. It's always good to call ahead, you know, pretty much with anything.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
And then of course if they have any questions. What do you feel you do most at the Outreach Center?
So I have been getting a lot of clients that need help with rental assistance and need help with utilities or getting a bus pass. Or we've had some clients that, you know, they're feeling like they're getting victimized. And we don't just help women and children, we also help men and the elderly. So we do, you know, we try every single resource that we can in the whole Verde Valley and try to help them in any way that we can.
Wow.
There are quite a few clients that come in that, you know, they've experienced, you know, victimization in the past, and so they just kind of want someone to talk to. We do home visits. We are mobile, so we can go anywhere in the Verde Valley. We don't just have to stay in the office. Yeah, it's a whole new concept for the Verde Valley. We are not just limited by one office location, but we can go anywhere. And we also do provide transportation.
Wow. I mean, that shows right there that you're very different from any other not-for-profit organization we have here, is that you're mobile. I don't know anybody else is mobile.
Right.
So, and what are the other reasons why you're different and unique from different nonprofits, besides the fact that you're boundless in what you provide?
Right. I mean, that's pretty much how we are unique. We can be creative and, you know, we can set goals with the clients and set priorities, like how they want to achieve those goals. Just start from the top and work all the way down and just help, you know, in any way that they need help.
Absolutely. What are your hopes for the future there at the Outreach Center? What are you planning on getting to and looking forward to?
So basically, we're looking to help as many people as we can, and we're hoping to minimize the homeless, you know, population, and also, you know, just help those people that, you know, don't feel like comfortable going for help. Like we, you know, we have confidentiality, so we don't have to report. So there's that aspect where, you know, people can feel comfortable sharing, you know, their stories. We can help, you know, people that, you know, are here illegally and might be a victim. So basically, we're trying to better our community in every way that we can.
That's wonderful. It's nice to hear that you sound very flexible in your programs. It's not like, nope, it's this. If you don't fit in the box, I'm going to push you along to somebody else. This sounds like you're sitting down with a friend, cup of coffee in hand. What do you need? Let's find a way. I'm so touched.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, and I'm establishing close relationships with all the other nonprofits so that we're working together. We're forming partnerships. So, you know, I can call the other nonprofits, hey, you know, I have this client, she needs or he needs this, like, can you help out? And so, yeah, the possibilities are really endless.
You've got to be a very good networker
Exactly.
to be in that position. So you find everyone, okay, let me find someone to help you. Isn't that amazing? The Verde Valley Sanctuary Outreach Center. It's just an amazing thing that we have here in the Verde Valley. And you can check them out at the website too. That's also very good. VerdeValleySanctuary.org has lots of information about the Outreach Center on it. And if they attend the grand opening event, the grand reopening event, what will they find on June 14th from noon to 3?
So we're going to give our, we have all of our information that we're going to hand out. We're going to give a tour of our center. We're going to provide refreshments, and we just want to bring awareness to our community what services we provide.
Excellent.
We are looking for volunteers.
Always, yes.
Yes. So if you're interested, if people are interested, that we ask that they call the number provided.
Well, sure. The 928-634-6255. Excellent. Heather Kurowski, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on with the Verde Valley Sanctuary. And I can tell you're very good at your job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we'll be right back with lots more of the Verde Valley experience. So make sure you do not go away.
The Q102.9 plays all the hits.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake.
Ariana Grande.
Maroon 5.
This is Rihanna.
I'm Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Bruno Mars.
Ed Sheeran.
What's up, guys? It's Justin Bieber.
You're listening to The Weeknd.
Start your day with Brian James in the morning. You'll get at least 10 songs in a row during your ride home with Julie Page.
Zach Sang Show.
Catch the Zach Sang Show weeknights 7 to midnight. And Kelly Fox weekends on your home for hit music. The Q102.9 and 104.9 in Prescott and Cottonwood.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Papa!
Miss Lee, this is Agent Williams from the tax office. Our records show an unpaid balance on your account. If you don't pay by end of day, you'll be facing jail time. Well, the fastest way to fix this is with a prepaid debit card. Can you go get one now? Yes, and we want to clear this up. If you just buy that prepaid card, put $400 on it, then call me back and read the numbers to me.
The moment they ask for a prepaid card is the moment you know something's wrong. Think before you send money. Learn more at scamawareness.org.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We are now here with Jen Hernandez, who is the Northern Arizona Community Mobilizer for Expect More Arizona. This is an amazing organization you may not have heard of yet. It's new to me. Expect More Arizona. We're in the summertime now.
Yes.
Kids are out of school. This is where you guys really have to hit the deck running.
Absolutely. And, just because school is out for the summer doesn't mean that learning is out. There are all kinds of opportunities for parents to really enhance the learning that kids participate in all year long and during the summertime. And especially because the loss of that instruction time, that academic time over the summer can actually put kids, 2 to 3 months behind. And then teachers are spending the first 4 to 6 weeks of school trying to catch everybody back up, keep everybody back on the same page. So this is really the opportunity for parents and caregivers and grandparents and community to really step in and kind of fill the gaps for those kids in terms of experiences for their learning.
Right, sure. And as far as filling the gaps, what do you guys suggest?
Well, first of all, really important to use everyday activities to help enhance summer learning. So I brought some props with me.
Excellent.
And these are just things that I grabbed out of my house to demonstrate that you don't need to invest and spend a whole lot of money in order to enhance learning. It's really about turning those everyday activities and family trips into learning opportunities. And so for example, picked up some garden seed packets. What a great way to enhance math skills and science skills, having kids measure the progress of a plant and to chart that. Those are a great way to just reinforce those concepts that they're learning in school. Also, if you're planning on taking a family trip, having kids measure out distances with a map or help to calculate how much gas you'll need to get there or how long it'll take to get you there. Those are
and no looking at the GPS. That's cheating.
That's right. You know, having kids and this is just a great map I picked up. I believe it was from the tourist office that you can grab a lot of these things for free.
Yeah, remember what a map is?
Having kids help you in the kitchen. You know, you definitely use math to have a recipe or to double it depending on how many people you're cooking for. To read recipes. Those are all science and baking go hand in hand. You know, learning to follow instructions and just really contributing to the family in that way, or going to the grocery store together. Kids can be great at helping you as a parent, like spot some bargains or look at price per unit. Those are all ways that we can incorporate learning into our everyday activities, and making it fun is really important. Kids really remember those types of things when it's fun for them.
That's true. That is true. Yes, I play games in the grocery store all the time. Everybody laughs at me. But I'm like, well, tell me how much it is, and then tell me I love price per unit. I love that. And then the child has to learn decimals and has to learn percentages. Oh, that's on sale. And that's true. You know, I hadn't really thought about that.
Yeah,
that's
like
true.
Word problems in everyday life, and definitely shows us how we use math in everyday life. And then when kids go back into school, they've seen the way you use those concepts in real life. It becomes more meaningful to them in the classroom.
True. Yep, and that makes a lot of sense and a bigger impact. If it's meaningful, they get it, and then they go back and go, oh, I got this. Sixth grade, no problem.
That's right. Another really important thing, and I brought just samples of some of the books that I had in childhood that were some of my favorites, like the Ramona books. And, you know, really reading is for kids of all ages, and one of the best passports for summer learning is your library card. And of course, the Verde Valley has many amazing libraries, most of them kicking off their summer reading programs in this week or next. And so check out your local library and find out how to sign up. I think even a couple of the libraries have adult summer reading programs.
They do.
So, and if you don't have a library near you that's participating in that, you can definitely start a family book club, read books together, and look for things that really, I picked up a National Geographic magazine, just because, you know, we want to make sure that kids are also following their interests. And so if you've got a kiddo that's really interested in planets, or they love looking at stars, you know, finding books that match their interests, and then finding activities that match their interests, again, that's a great way to enhance learning during the summer, and it doesn't feel like school.
Like school. Yeah, see, that's the key.
Yeah.
Don't make it feel like school.
Yeah.
National Geographic was one of my favorites. I grew up with National Geographic.
Yeah, they have a National Geographic magazine for even younger kids that has activities and stuff that kids can check out. So,
nice.
And then speaking of tapping into innate interests, finding books that kids are really interested in, but also I brought some maracas. I stole these from, oh, that's a water bottle.
You need one of those for the summer. If your brain dries out, it will definitely drain.
Yeah, so finding activities, like summertime is a great time for a kid to pick up an instrument, to learn if you know that they like music. Or I brought my daughter's little Instapix camera. You know, if your child demonstrates an interest in photography. These are all things that really enhance that summer learning. You can, if you're going on a walk in one of the amazing parks that are in the Verde Valley, starting a collection of leaves or rocks or whatever fascinates your child, then they can go home and or go to the library, look up books and websites that can tell them more about what they collected.
Wow, this is amazing, and it's wonderful that Expect More Arizona. This is what you guys are about.
Yeah, we are all about creating a culture that makes education a top priority. And you know, we've got great schools. We have wonderful teachers in our community. It's really up to all of us to ensure that a child has access to high quality learning year round. It's up to us as parents, grandparents, community members to just reinforce those opportunities and to support our kids in their learning every step of the way.
Yeah,
and that's what we're all about.
Very good. How do people get involved with Expect More Arizona?
So we have a really great website. We would encourage everybody to check it out. It's expectmorearizona.org. And we do have resources for parents and more ideas for parents on that page. Also, we have a really fantastic, really interactive Facebook page. So I would encourage parents to check out our Facebook page. We've done some profiles on great teachers from the community and highlighted some really cool programs that happen all over the Verde and really all over the state on our social media pages. So I'd invite people to check out that and for more ideas.
Expectmorearizona.org. Check it out. Very, very cool. Get involved, get your kids doing something.
Right.
And so you're a mom.
Yes.
So you get this stuff.
Absolutely. And I mean, and really during the summer with my kiddos are actually grown now, but when they were young, you know, we were really fortunate to live in a community that we had access to some great summer camp programs. I know the City of Cottonwood and Buena Vista Children's Services, Yavapai College, a lot of different city services offer great summer programs for kids to get involved in.
Well, thank you for being involved in Expect More Arizona. I appreciate your passion for education of our youth. And don't let your kids' brain drain over the summer. Supply them with books and soccer balls and seeds and take them grocery shopping and
keep
do
them
stuff
hydrated.
with them.
Keep them active.
Absolutely, keep them active. Keep their brains active. That way they don't go back to school and they're like, whoa, you know, they turned off. Expectmorearizona.org. Make sure you check it out. Jen Hernandez, thank you for being here.
Thanks so much for having me.
We'll be right back, so don't go away.
The Q102.9 plays all the hits.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake.
Ariana Grande.
Maroon 5.
This is Rihanna.
I'm Shawn Mendes. Hey, it's Bruno Mars. Ed Sheeran. What's up, guys? It's Justin Bieber. You're listening to The Weeknd.
Start your day with Brian James in the morning. You'll get at least 10 songs in a row during your ride home with Julie Page.
Zach Sang Show.
Catch the Zach Sang Show weeknights 7 to midnight. And Kelly Fox weekends on your home for hit music. The Q102.9 and 104.9 in Prescott and Cottonwood.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Papa!
Miss Lee, this is Agent Williams from the tax office. Our records show an unpaid balance on your account. If you don't pay by end of day, you'll be facing jail time. Well, the fastest way to fix this is with a prepaid debit card. Can you go get one now? Yes, and we want to clear this up. If you just buy that prepaid card, put $400 on it, then call me back and read the numbers to me.
The moment they ask for a prepaid card is the moment you know something's wrong. Think before you send money. Learn more at scamowareness.org.
And welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We now have the pleasure of sitting here with the Reverend Arvel and the lovely Kimberly Kelly. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
It's a really neat thing. Now, you're almost a household name. I hear your name is out there. It's every.
I just play the fiddle. She does everything else.
Oh, sure. It's just that simple. But it's true. Behind every good person in the music world is an excellent promoter. Very, very important. That's why I'm nowhere in the music world. No promoter. But you've come home to roost in Cottonwood at the Old Town Center for the Arts, the Church of Universal Light.
The Center of Universal Light.
Center of Universal Light. I knew I almost had it right.
It was very close.
I was close.
See, we're having the same difficulty changing from church to center.
Uh-huh.
But we feel like the center is more about what we're about.
Yes.
The center is our center of light. It comes from within. at the center of universal light, you are. I am. We are all at the center of universal light.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true. How long have you been a part of that now?
Well, it came about last February 25th when I performed at the Old Town Center for the Arts. I had been telling William Eaton, who owns the venue, about the transition that I'd been going through, where I was receiving dreams and visions about being part of or starting a spiritual healing center. And he just popped his question. He says, well, how would you like to start your own church?
Ooh.
And it only took me a nanosecond to answer, because that answered for me what the role was that I was supposed to be playing in this vision that I was having, because up till then I didn't know what role I was going to be in. I knew I wanted to present healing music and go that way with my music, but so this preparing for.
Yeah, I mean, you don't run across a Celtic.
Like 60 million of us out there.
Celtic and American Indian together?
Right, that's right.
Not really.
This goes back hundreds of years.
Wow.
From the very first. When the Scots-Irish first came to this continent, they immediately connected with the native people. They intermarried, they became part of the tribe, they hunted, they were part of the councils. They intermarried, so it was a long tradition that's really been going on.
Wow, how neat. And you've taken the best from both worlds.
I have, both through my heritage and through the music that I play. I've blended them together because of they're so similar in cultural areas. Like they both honor the drum and the flute.
That's true.
They both had nature-based spiritual beliefs, warrior societies.
That's true.
They both were seen as the dark threat to the dominant cultures in their time.
Interesting. See, I hadn't put all that together. That's true. I went, how are these two things related? Perfect. That makes perfect sense. The same people, just different location.
That's right.
Wow, that's amazing. And Kimberly, how are you involved in all of this?
Oh, I'm deeply involved. We have slideshow presentations, and we have other audio visuals that we do. So I do the lights. I put together the slideshows that we show. I give the announcements at the center, and I'm trying to minister to the women, although being just really getting started, the programs are really underway at this point. So that's my real goal, is to help empower women through this ministry.
Wonderful. And what kind of programs are you planning?
Well, we have a sister circle that is our first program started, and we just like the name of it, Sister Circle. So our first event is going to be on the full moon on June 9th.
All right.
We're going to do a labyrinth walk. We're going to have a drumming and chanting outside around a fire and just get a little crazy.
Right.
So we're going to shake up what we had before and have a lot of fun with these women.
Wow, a sister circle. That is quite lovely.
Yeah.
It's not
We also have a men's circle too.
And a men's circle, the brother circle.
Yeah, and I've already started animal totem workshops. This will be the second week of my Power of 9 workshop, the totem workshop about our 9 power spirit totem animals that we're born with.
Right.
And we're starting a meditation workshop this week. We've got lots of things planned, and
most importantly, we have a children's program that's starting in September. The previous church did not have a children's program, so we're real excited to present this. We have a professional trainer that's coming up from Phoenix to train the volunteers in order to have this children's program. So now it's just up to us to get the word out to the families with the kids.
Wow, what's that going to involve?
Oh gosh, well, we're gonna be renting a separate space, but we're gonna have all ages of kids from pre-K to 4, and then 5 to 7, and then 8 through 12. So we have them sectioned off in our minds. Of course, this is all, on paper in our minds, but that's how I see it going. And we've got the space for it, albeit small space. It'll be still very family oriented, and we'll be able to teach the kids what we're learning in the main sanctuary.
Wow, that's fantastic. Centerofuniversallight.com is your website.
That's right.
And all this information is going to be up on said website.
It is.
About the circles and the totem workshops and the children's program. And you got to come up with a snappy name for it.
I know. Little Warriors or something.
Ooh, there you go. You heard it right here first on the Verde Valley Experience. The Little Warriors program. That's the Center for Universal Light. I love it. That is very, very cool.
Thank you.
You guys are so passionate, and you're bringing this to the community, and all your gifts that you're willing to share.
You know, I'm really doing the same thing I was doing before, which was playing music and telling stories. Only now I'm telling more stories and playing less music, but I'm still playing music there every Sunday.
Wow, and you play the fiddle.
I play the fiddle, the violin / violin, Native American flutes, Irish whistles. Kimberly plays the keyboards and the Irish hand drum and sings. We both sing.
Ooh, how wonderful. That's great. So it's a very uplifting experience.
And it's a blend of Native American, both South American, North American, Mother Earth spirituality, New Thought, religion like unity, science of the mind, Unitarian. We're encompassing a holistic worldview in our message.
Wow, that's fantastic. And this happens every Sunday.
Every Sunday at 10:30.
At 10:30 at the Old Town Center for the Arts.
That's right.
That's great. That's great. And how long is the service?
Anywhere from an hour and 15 to an hour and a half. And then, you know, as long as people want to stay around and hug, we stay around and hug.
Oh, well, that's great.
It's great, a great congregation of people.
I
Very
bet.
loving, very positive.
And what tell us about the warrior spirit?
The Warrior Spirit is a series that I'm talking about right now. This will be the third Sunday of the Warrior Spirit. And it's a way for us to step into who we really are, overcome our own worst enemy, which is ourself, and learn to live fearlessly, learn to honor our gifts, find our gifts, do our self-healing, become a centered, loving, compassionate, and grounded person who walks in their personal power. And overall, the bottom line of my message is we're here to learn to love ourselves.
Yes.
And this week, we're focusing on women warriors.
That's right.
I love the whole warrior thing. You got the little warriors, the women warrior.
Exactly.
Spiritual warriors.
Spiritual warriors.
We're seeing a theme here.
I am. I love it. All us warriors are getting together.
That's right.
This is great.
We are.
Yes, it's bringing more power forward and from our inner being.
It is.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you for sharing all of this with the Verde Valley.
Oh.
Yeah. Check out centerofuniversallight.com. And of course, Old Town Center for the Arts is a wonderful venue. You're going to want to check that out every Sunday. Make sure you check out Reverend Arvel and the wonderful Kimberly Kelly. You
Thank you,
guys are
Jennifer.
so great. I have to join you. I love your music.
Thank you.
So this will be really wonderful to see it in this sort of environment where you really bring that out. And it's also interesting. I love it's all good to me. So thank you very much for taking time away to be here. And congratulations on getting it together over there. And good luck with all your programs.
Thank
you.
Your circles and all us warriors. Oh, the warriors unite over there at the Old Town
peaceful
Center for the
warriors.
Arts. Peaceful warriors for sure. Check out centerofuniversallight.com. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
The Q102.9 plays all the hits.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake.
Ariana Grande.
Maroon 5.
This is Rihanna.
I'm Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Bruno Mars. Ed Sheeran. What's up, guys? It's Justin Bieber. You're listening to The Weeknd.
Start your day with Brian James in the morning. You'll get at least 10 songs in a row during your ride home with Julie Page.
Zach Sang Show.
Catch the Zach Sang Show weeknights 7 to midnight. And Kelly Fox weekends on your home for hit music. The Q102.9 and 104.9 in Prescott and Cottonwood.
Papa!
Miss Lee, this is Agent Williams from the tax office. Our records show an unpaid balance on your account. If you don't pay by end of day, you'll be facing jail time. Well, the fastest way to fix this is with a prepaid debit card. Can you go get one now? Yes, and we want to clear this up. If you just buy that prepaid card, put $400 on it, then call me back and read the numbers to me.
The moment they ask for a prepaid card is the moment you know something's wrong. Think before you send money. Learn more at scamowareness.org.
welcome back to the Verde Valley Experience. We're now here in the Blacksmith shop at the Gold King Mine in Ghost Town, 1 mile above Jerome. I'm here with one of the Verde Valley's favorite people, Raymond Rybar, who is the volunteer blacksmith.
The volunteer blacksmith.
Volunteering here to keep the blacksmithing history alive here at the Gold King. You've got such a beautiful shop. Now, was the shop here when you started?
It was here. Don Robinson had it all built. In fact, the old line shaft is functional. That old hammer is functional. We have a new hammer here, but that old one is functional, and it's just like stepping back in time, 90 to 120 years. So it's great just to be here.
That's so wonderful that you're able to do that, to come here and did I say volunteer? It's time to be here. And you make all sorts of neat little things. So you spend your day turning horseshoes into works of art.
We like to recycle. You know, we're politically correct in Arizona. Old horseshoes and old nails and things. We like to be able to give at Gold King Mine somebody, if they so choose, a souvenir that actually is made in Arizona and doesn't come from China and just look like an Arizona thing. It's from Arizona, made in Arizona, US of A, right here in this forge.
This is something else. And you've been doing this for quite
50 years.
50 years.
50 years, yep.
And how long here in the goldsmith?
About 10 years. I met Don about 10 years ago, and I like old engines. I like rusty iron. Obviously, he does, so we got along real well. He said, how about coming up whenever you want to? So this is where I hide out. As you well know, I have another shop.
Don't tell anybody. This is Ray's hideout.
This is the hideout. This is where I hide out.
Yes, we had the pleasure of visiting you in your shop in Camp Verde, where you, the world-renowned bladesmith here, the most amazing artiste of metal. But that's not who he is right now. No. Right now, he is ye old blacksmith.
Ray the blacksmith.
Ray the blacksmith.
You got it.
Too fun, and of course, the most beautiful anvil, the #1 tool you got to have.
It is, as a matter of fact. A little bit of minutia. This is a Hay Budden made in Bronx, New York.
All right.
By Hay and Budden. They came to put Peter Wright, the most renowned English anvil, out of business.
Wow.
And it is better than the famed Peter Wright.
Oh my gosh.
Hay
that's
Budden.
Something.
They do it better, stronger, bigger, better.
There we go. How old is this one?
This particular anvil is probably 100 years old, maybe give or take 5 or 10.
Yep, and it's still ringing. That sound, you hear that ping, that's, you need that.
Yeah, we hit on it even whenever we're not doing anything.
Yeah,
just so we sound like blacksmiths. We want to sound like gunsmiths.
We're busy over here.
Yeah, we're busy
making
here.
stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, you've got to have your forge.
We've got to have a forge.
Yep.
And as you can see, Jennifer, from Buffalo, New York, US of A.
Yes. Gotta love the US of A.
We love it. And it's been operational for the last 100 years. Wow. Had very little slowdown and stop. The only time it stopped was about a month ago. Burned the fire pot out. Oh. No big deal. Dawn had some other ones here.
He's got a few
Changed it out.
Yep.
Put a new fire pot in.
Great.
We're good to go.
That's awesome.
Good to go. You
and
betcha.
What are you burning in there to make the fire? What is that?
Okay, right now what is burning in there is coal from Black Mesa, just north of here. And we're turning that coal into coke. Coke is to coal as charcoal is to wood.
Sure.
So we're going to cook that coal off with lack of oxygen so that it turns into charcoal. That's what gives us our high heat.
Excellent. Got your high heat.
Rather.
You melt your metal and you come and you bang on it.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to get it hot.
No, I bet not.
She'll get hot quick.
Woo. That's cool. That is actually beautiful. Really, the sparks all flying and everything. Gotta have some pretty tough skin to do this job.
See now, whenever
it's not wearing gloves. Do you see this?
When it's orange like this, it's like
beautiful.
plastic. It's real soft.
Like plastic.
Moves real easy.
Wow. Wow, that's beautiful.
I'll give it one more heat. You draw it the rush way out.
Oh God, no.
You're right or left-handed?
Wait a minute, this is
right
an interactive interview.
Right or left?
I'm right-handed.
Okay. Next one's yours. Grab that hammer. We're going.
As you are.
We're going. Yes, you are. I'm holding the iron. You're holding the hammer. Grab that hammer. We're ready to go.
So you're here just whenever you feel like being here?
Whenever I feel like being here. You betcha. Let's go. We're hitting that thing.
Oh, see, now I'm getting blacksmith.
We got it.
Instructions.
We've got it. We're
You
there.
are too funny. Just whenever you feel like being here. So if you're lucky enough to come up to the Gold King Mine in
Right.
Jerome and you see this crazy fellow over here, you know, and you want a lesson or two, perhaps you can sweet talk him.
We can give you lessons. Yeah, we can give you lessons right here.
Oh, that's great.
Might not be in Blacksmith.
Oh,
we'll give you
but
some kind of
something.
lesson.
He's got
right.
something he'll share with
Yeah.
you for sure. Well, thank you for what that you're doing here. Thank you for keeping history alive, for all the wonderful ways you turn your art into amazing things people can wander off
We
with. and
recycle.
keep-
We're
That's
very
just-
cautious.
Yeah, I just appreciate you sharing your expertise with the world in this way.
Thank you,
It's just
Jennifer.
really super.
We
Ray.
thank you.
Thank you so much. Look him up. He's all over the internet. He's an amazing person. Raymond Rybar. You can see that on the internet. Check him out. And of course, if you come up to the Gold King, make sure you stick your head in the blacksmith shop and see if he's here.
Got to come to the blacksmith shop if you go to Gold King Mine.
Oh my gosh. We'll be right back with more of the Verde Valley Experience, so don't go away.
The Q102.9 plays all the hits.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake.
Ariana Grande.
Maroon 5.
This is Rihanna.
I'm Shawn Mendes.
Hey, it's Bruno Mars. Ed Sheeran. What's up, guys? It's Justin Bieber. You're listening to The Weeknd.
Start your day with Brian James in the morning. You'll get at least 10 songs in a row during your ride home with Julie Page.
Zach Sang Show.
Catch the Zach Sang Show weeknights 7 to midnight. And Kelly Fox weekends on your home for hit music. The Q102.9 and 104.9 in Prescott and Cottonwood.
Orkin has pest control down to a science.
When your business chooses Orkin's Precision Protection Program, you get a tailored pest control program for your specific industry and environment.
Your business can benefit from over a century of experience, training, and scientific knowledge that define the Orkin man.
Maximum protection, minimum exposure, backed by one of the industry's most comprehensive guarantees.
Choose your locally owned and operated Northern Arizona Orkin and get more than an exterminator. Get an expert.
Olha que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça. E ela menina que vem e que passa, eu sou balançar, que já vi passar. Moja do corpo dourado dos olhos de Ipanema, e mais que um poema, é a coisa mais linda que já vi passar. Ah, porque tanto tá triste. Ah, a beleza que existe. Ah, porque tá sozinho. A beleza que sou sozinho, que também passa sozinho. Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes, ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. When she walks, she's like a samba that swings so cool and sways so gentle, and when she passes, each one she passes goes, ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, but he watches so sadly. How can he tell her he loves her? Yes, he would give his heart gladly, but he stays when she walks to the sea. She looks straight ahead, not at him. Olha que coisa das linda, mas cheia de graça. E ela menina que vem e que passa, eu sou balançar. que já vi passar. La Garota de Ipanema.
Wonderful.
Oh, the girl. from
Wonderful. That's my
Ipanema.
favorite song. I love that song, actually.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. Well, Vismaya, it's wonderful to have you on the show again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. And the wonderful and talented Mr. Alan Ames. Incredible on the guitar. Specifically, the specific guitar. If you can see this, it's a really unusual guitar made specifically for Brazilian jazz.
Well,
Is that correct?
actually for French jazz, gypsy jazz.
Oh.
The design is from the 1930s, and these guitars have been made ever since, mostly by Italian-French craftsmen.
Wow.
People with names like Antoine de Mauro, Mario Macaferri, Barnabé Bussato, and my personal favorite, Jacques Castelluccia, which this is a copy of.
Oh, wow. How
It's amazing.
fabulous. That, and it sounds beautiful.
Alan is an incredible violin player.
Oh. Yes, you do a lot of different things.
Yeah. And bass player.
Yes, for sure. Now, Vismaya, you've got your evening of Brazilian jazz.
Yes.
Make sure you're talking to your mic.
Do we have? Okay.
There you
Do
go.
we have a flyer to show?
We do, but it
Okay.
is happening on June 17th at the Sedona Hub. Now, tell us, how did you get to put together the evening of this wonderful Brazilian
I have
French
loved
jazz?
Brazilian music for a long time, and I have been singing it, recording it, actually many places in the world. So I love it. I was down in Phoenix, did a concert at the Sacred Grounds. Alan was there. Dave Henning, great pianist, and there was a Brazilian drummer came and was a guest drummer. He just moved here from New York. He's from Rio, and he's a wonderful Brazilian drummer. And he also plays, regular drums, but also percussion instruments. And he brought some of them, right? He was wonderful.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So I said, "Wait, I have to bring you all up to Sedona," and he's never even been here before.
Oh, wow.
So the hub, which we know in Sedona.
It's on Posse Grounds.
Posse Grounds, the hub. I said to Kate, I want to do a Brazilian evening. She says, wonderful. So I managed to get them all up here. And Alan is already here. He's always here in the summer.
Great. And it's June 17th at 7 p.m. And
7
it's from
p.m.
Paris to Rio.
Yes.
You got to love that.
Yeah.
And it's hard to listen to your music and not want to...
And one good thing is that people can dance.
Yes,
we're going to
it's a
have
wonderful
tables.
space.
There will be some wine tasting, and people can move around because.
Yeah.
And
What's a concert if you can't dance? You can't get
That's
up and
right.
dance. I don't like going to those concerts where they make you sit down and the people behind you go, oh, when you stand up. It's like,
Yes, they
no,
wanna
I want to get up and dance around. So
Exactly.
it's really fabulous. Did you guys know each other
we
beforehand?
have done many gigs together, me and Alan.
Been about maybe 6 years?
Yeah,
something
6
like
years,
that.
yeah.
Wow.
Doing French gypsy jazz, jazz. We've worked up here a lot, and for the film festivals,
Right.
all the venues, and down in Phoenix too, several concerts.
Wonderful. I've seen you at Vino de Sedona several times.
Yay.
Yeah. Where else do you play? Where else can we find you?
There are not that many places to play anymore. Vino de Sedona, the Hub. I don't know anymore.
Ah.
So that's it.
Oh, well, there
Oh
you
no,
go.
Relics. I've done quite a few shows at
excellent.
Relics. Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good.
Yeah.
And how about you, Alan? What do you do when you're not with Vismaya?
Well, I am actually based in Chandler. In fact, I grew up in the Valley, and I've been working my way south my whole life. I started off in Sunny Slope, and then Central Phoenix and Tempe. Then when I got married to Marianne, my wife, who's a classical guitarist.
Right.
And we ended up in Chandler. So we do a lot of playing together. I freelance, I play orchestras, string quartets. I play in a gypsy jazz group called Zazu that Steve Douglas leads, and that was originally based in northern Arizona. Then I met Vismaya about 6 years ago, and we started playing.
Yeah.
So, and I've played with most people in Sedona.
And Alan, say that you never really used to play with the vocalists, did you?
No,
the singers.
this is the first time. I always
I
played
was
with
the
other
first one.
things. So,
yes.
So it really, it's a whole art in itself, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we have a really good time.
Ah,
And you have to tell them about Briar Patch.
Yes, just started this morning.
Yes?
This is something that Marianne and I have been doing for 28 years. Every summer we come and we play in the Briar Patch Inn, which is in Oak Creek Canyon.
Yes.
And it's a little bed and breakfast, 17 cabins down by the river. It's a magical atmosphere.
Yes, it is.
And we play for breakfast every morning, Thursday through Sunday. 8:15 to 10:15. They have a wonderful breakfast.
They do. I know. I've been there. It's wonderful. The Briar Patch Inn in Oak Creek Canyon is
And
wonderful.
you don't have to be staying there.
No, you don't.
It's nice if you do, of course. It's great. But you can just call them and make a reservation and come in and have breakfast.
Wow.
Yeah, we do it often.
And for the first 3 weeks, Marianne is in Minnesota with a prior commitment. She'll be joining me later in the month. And for the first 3 weeks, I'll be playing with Rick Siggy, who is very well known around town.
Yes, he is.
I've been playing with him for probably about 25 years.
Wow.
Back from when he lived in Phoenix. And so we have a lot of history, and we play well together, have a lot of fun. So.
Yeah.
That's great. I think you play well with everybody, though.
Well, I
it's
try
just one
to.
Of those people.
It's more fun that way.
Same thing with you, Vismaya. You play well everywhere you go. I've seen you up on stage and you've been joined by just random people in the audience who suddenly can sing beautifully. Like, where did you find this person?
I just like to bring people in, to come and join us. But I also want to say about this concert, little plugging in. The piano player who's coming up, Dave Herning, is a wonderful pianist. He's so much fun and he's so passionate, and especially for Brazilian music. And of course, the drummer will be wonderful too. And Alan is going to play bass, but he's also, of course, going to play guitar. And you're going to bring your violin.
A little bit of violin. And,
so we're going to have fun.
How fun.
Yay.
That's great. Was it challenging coming up with the set list? You had a lot of music to cover. You've got Brazilian jazz, and of course there's French jazz rolled in there. And had to be challenging.
Actually, I have been working with this set list quite a while. And I've been adding a lot of French songs. I'm actually recording a new CD for Fervor Records in Phoenix.
All right.
Yeah, they signed me up. So with the songs original songs translated into French that I'm just finishing up. So that's fun.
It's wonderful. Well,
but
you sing so beautifully.
I've done Brazilian, French, original songs, songs music that we love. It's not the most popular music in this area, but when people hear it, they really love it.
Well, it's infectious. It's bouncy, it's happy, it's free. What's not to like? And I think people find it very refreshing.
Well, that is true. It is true. It's good to have happy music.
Yeah.
Now, we can go to vismayajazz.com and we can see...
Ingrid Hagelberg Jazz.
There. Okay.
You can go to vismayajazz.com. They both work.
They both work.
Yeah.
Okay. IngridHagelman.com. Excellent. 2 websites. You're so awesome. She has 2 websites. Check you out and learn about your new album that's being released, where you're playing, what's happening with you.
And I'm going to Europe again. In September to Sweden. I'm going to do a concert, and then I go back to Paris. I've been going 5 years now.
Fabulous. And Alan, do you have a website?
Yes, I do. Just got it online. In fact,
All right.
I had to be dragged kicking and screaming into the 20th century.
Me too.
I know. But I do have a website I'm very proud of, and it's simply alanamesmusician.com.
Perfect.
That's great.
That's wonderful. What's the next song you're going to play?
A French song.
Yes. Do we know this one? Will we recognize it?
Do we know it? J'attendrai.
Well, we know it.
We know
it.
it.
You know it.
And you soon will.
That's all that matters.
Yes.
Thank you both very much for being on the show. Pleasure to meet you, Alan. Always wonderful to see you.
Thank you,
Vismaya.
Jennifer.
Enjoy your evening of Brazilian jazz from Paris to Rio. It's happening on June 17th at 7 p.m. at the Hub in Sedona on Posse grounds. So make sure you check that out. Thank you all very much for watching the Verde Valley Experience. Always a pleasure to have you with us. If you missed any of it, you can check us out on verdevalleytv.com. Of course, our YouTube page. Please like us, sign up, comment, woohoo, whatever. We love pictures of fans. Anything at all, whatever. Just get on there. Into the 21st century.
Into
right
the
on.
21st
There we
century,
go.
for sure.
And I leave you with this wonderful duo. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Jennifer. j'attendrai le jour et la nuit, j'attendrai toujours ton retour. J'attendrai, car l'oiseau qui s'enfuit vient chercher le nid dans son nid. Le temps passe et court, dans mon cœur je prends terre, dans mon cœur si lourd, et pourtant j'attendrai ton retour. J'attendrai le jour et la nuit, j'attendrai toujours ton retour. J'attendrai, car l'oiseau dans son bout vient chercher le tout dans son nid. Le temps passe et court en battant tristement dans mon cœur si lourd.